I've been getting a lot of questions lately about, Joe, where are the home values? Where are they headed? Are we still seeing appreciation? Has the market cooled off? And more importantly, is this just the new normal that we could expect? Well, in today's video, I want to really touch upon just three components here that I really think every homeowner should be aware of about what's going on in the current market. That is inventory levels, home values, and what's coming next. So let's start with inventory. See, this example I'm going to give, it's applicable to just about every development in the entire county, but I'm going to drill down specifically here to San Joaquin Hills and Laguna Niguel. The last 18 years, we've been averaging about 50, 60 home sales at turnover every year, but in 2024, we had a drastically reduction to just 17. This year, we're looking like we're going to finish about 8 home sales for the entire year. Now, to put that in perspective, imagine if I told you your bank account, you had $99 today, but tomorrow you're going to have $106. Yeah, you're not going to do anything about that. But I can assure you that if I told you today your body temperature is going to be 99 degrees and tomorrow your temperature is going to be 106, I guarantee that would be cause of concern and you will take action. That's the same idea here with our inventory levels. See, they've shifted so drastically that it's a signal. It's a signal that the market needs to change and needs to change in order to get back on track with affordability. Now, number two, what about current home values? Well, right now, prices have been holding steady, and those strong gains that we all witnessed over the last 5 years, they have leveled off. We're not seeing big jumps, but we aren't seeing declines either. So you can rest assured that's a good thing. However, with so many unprecedented changes happening globally with interest rates, policies, consumer behavior, the fundamentals that used to make sense, they're just not making sense anymore. Now, if I were to take all the data like a lot of people are, there is solid data that's clearly pointing that the market's going to continue to go upward. That same data interpreted differently, it shows that we're in for a decline. What this really means is that we're in a very, very transitional market right now. What's next? People keep asking. I could tell you that I've been in markets like this in the 80s, the early 90s, and the 2008 correction. And every time we get to these markets, the government steps in with some new policy adjustments, some tax exemptions, zoning changes, and a myriad of other things. Now, some of these do help some sectors and some don't. Now, that's because on a national level, one size fits all solution, it rarely works for everybody. But these cycles, they just create these shifts, wild shifts, and they do at the same time create opportunities. So you may ask, what's driving the market now? Who's moving? Well, I can assure you that even when the market's going up or down, people still move when life changes. See, the difference today is that all those speculators, they've stepped aside, and it's genuine home buyers and homeowners that are making moves because it just makes sense for their life right now. Now, see, that's always been my favorite group to work with because there's always more opportunity in a transitional market than there ever is in a wild upsurge market. So I'll leave you with this. If you're thinking about a life change, I'd love to share some ideas with you. The same ones that have helped so many of our neighbors just make smart, confident decisions for their next stage of life. Like always, until we meet, you take care.